heaters turned off for a couple of minutes. There's that. I don't want to turn them all off. I want to pour it down a little bit. You guys doing all right tonight? Hey Heidi, hey Dave, hey Robert, hey Nicole. You guys doing all right today? Do I sound okay? Guys, I dropped my phone there a few minutes ago. I could use a good laugh, Nicole. I've had a couple of little heaters going down here today, and they'll dry about a 2-foot spot in the floor. And then I wound up blowing a fuse because it was more than I guess the fuse box could handle. So put a slightly bigger fuse in it. Maybe it won't blow a fuse anymore and it'll get the shock dried out. But bear with me, my allergies been crazy. But I mean, there's no standing water, but it's wet enough still that I'm not gonna really try to work in it. These heaters will do little sections like this about 2 foot at a time, but that's about all that they'll do. Gotta go somewhere that's getting on my nerves. Is my live lagging really bad, or is it the phone that I'm watching on lagging? Flossie! Hey Arnold, how's it going? Figured I would go ahead and do a live today because it'll probably be a couple of more days before I'll get to do a video with the floor still this wet. But I mean, it's not standing water, so it's really not going. I'm not afraid to get electrocuted or nothing now. But I don't really want to, have wood get soaked in this water on the floor and then get messed up. So. God, I've not heard that in years, Nicole. I've got the wood cut out for it. I just haven't got it assembled yet. That's what's going to be done as soon as the floor dries up. Yeah, yesterday's event just sucked. There wasn't no fun to it. Holy shit. You guys didn't see what all I done off camera. Yeah, I've got the cut list. Oh, your event. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little bit concerned when I come in here because I didn't know exactly how deep the water was over towards the outlet. And I know the fan wasn't working and it was on when I left, so yeah. I was just grabbing pieces of wood and throwing them down to stand on. That was all I could do. I cannot, y'all. Because I don't think I heard it from the movie. I think somebody told me that when I was in like eighth or ninth grade. Damn, that was a long time ago. I won't lie to you guys. Yesterday had me concerned for sure. I mean, it flooded like that once before, about 3 days before Helene hit, and it took a long time for it to dry out then. Ah, Leprechaun Free. Those were some good movies. I'm not firing on all cylinders tonight. Sorry, guys, I'm wore out and it's like 200 degrees now here with all these heaters that's been running. Oh, I knew they made 4. I didn't know there was 6 of them. I may have to go back and watch it. Now I am going to have to go watch them again. See, that's my problem with the horror movies. They always tend to take them too far. When the Leprechaun or Freddy or Jason or anybody goes to space, that's the end of me watching them. There's a guy riding around in my town right now. He has I can't remember if it was a Jeep. It's some kind of SUV. It's got a luggage rack on top of it. And on the back of the luggage rack, he's got Chucky and the Bride of Chucky strapped to it, where it looks like they're setting up. Looking at it from the front, it looks like a couple of kids sitting there. If I hadn't noticed the outfit and the hair, I would have thought it was a kid sitting there. Yeah, Flossie, I tend to agree with that. My fiance was scrolling through her Facebook reels the other night, and one of the songs from Grease 2 come on, and I was singing along with it, and I said, that movie was not bad, but it just wasn't nowhere near as good as the first one. Hi there, June. I think that said June. Oh, Lord. Now that's my movie right there. I love that movie. That was a good movie. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I've got a coffee mug up there of it that one of my friends I've had since kindergarten got me. I don't know that I ever watched Killer Tomatoes. Hell, it's been a hot minute since I've seen that movie. Hmm. I may watch it before bed tonight. For those of you that make stuff and sell it, I noticed one of the stores I was in the other day had some of their Halloween stuff out already, so it might be time to start looking in that direction. Okay, Nicole, that sounds good. I don't know exactly what time it'll be, but I mean, I'm usually up at 9, but I don't know exactly what I'll be doing or how early I'll be doing it. Everybody else here usually sleeps till noon, so. But yeah, well, see, the idea you had mentioned, I have actually thought about doing that, getting a tarp and covering the outside of, above the door and above the steps to where maybe that would at least help some of it run down and away from the. I just don't know how it's all going to end up working out because it's still going to flood back and wash down the steps. But first thing they do is finish the drainage ditch I started digging, I guess. Blu-ray, DVD, it's all the same stuff, really. I forgot that I was supposed to have been doing that. Hopefully, I've done it the last couple of times I went live. uh, Somebody was talking about selling out or something to that effect, and this was God months ago, and I said, you know what? Don't even look at it that way. And I said, you know, I'll put my cash app and tag it and pin it in the message in every live I do from here on out. Apparently, I hadn't thought about the last couple that I've done. I don't think I have anyway. I know what you mean. Unemployment check should come in tomorrow, hopefully. Or if not, it'll be Wednesday. But I'm in no way asking you guys to give me anything. I made that deal with somebody. I won't name who it was, but I told them I would start posting that from here on out every live I done. That what they were doing was not selling out, so it's up there. Damn, it's hot in here. Wait, I might have to turn the fan on for this. This other fan not work. Let me know when I get this fan plugged in if it's too loud. Okay, is that too loud? Can you hear it at all? Yeah, turn it down. Two. If you guys don't hear it, then good. I'm surprised this fan even works. This has been laying in the storage shed for 2 years under a big pile of junk, so I'm surprised it even works. Is it the flange or does it just need a new wide string? Eight people. That's better than what I figured I'd have. 8 foot. You probably heard wrong. What was I talking about when I said it? Oh, 8 people was what I said. There's 8 people watching. That's more than I figured there would be. Okay, that's what it was. They said there was 8 people watching. Up, it went down to 7. Somebody left us. Oh, another one left. Yeah, howdy, I know. I started not to even go ahead and go through with this, but I got to thinking, and when I scheduled this, I looked and made sure no one was live, and then I scheduled it. And it wasn't a couple of minutes later that he went live, so I figured I just gonna go ahead and go live and see how it goes. Won't get the crowd I usually get, but I don't like going real late at night, like starting at 10 or 11, because a lot of people don't stay up anywhere near that late. Yeah, Flossie, I try really, really hard not to go live on top of anybody, but when you've got people going live 6 nights a week or 7 days a week, 6 hours at a time, it gets complicated to work around. I mean, yeah, I try to help everybody I can. Hey, Plywood, how's it going? Do you miss your beard yet, Plywood? Hey, there's Cat. Doing all right, Cat? God damn it. Hang on a minute. You know, Nicole, there's lots of things you can do with my stick. I'm sorry, that was terrible. I really shouldn't have done that, but I could not pass that up. You know, Nicole, there's lots of things you can make with sticks. You can make little outdoor tables, chairs. I've got a book upstairs somewhere, as a matter of fact, that shows you how to do that with sticks. So just go out in the woods and pick up every stick you find, pick them up out of your yard, your neighbor's yard, and you're in there. Was that better? Hey Roger, how's it going? No, cat, not quite dry yet, but we're getting there. I mean, the water's not deep anymore, but the floor's still wet, so I don't really want to try to make a video or anything. That's why I went live. So I'm at least getting some watch hours. Oh wow, Lions is up really late. It's what, 3 o'clock in the morning over there, 4 o'clock, Lions? Yeah, I showed everybody else, so I'll go ahead and since some more people's come in, I'll let you see. It's not standing water like inches deep anymore, but it's still pretty wet. I've had some heaters going and they'll dry about a 2 foot spot at a time till I blew a fuse, and then I decided I'd better quit that for a little while. That's why it's 2,000 degrees in the shop right now. Yeah, I've not been up to much of nothing, just hauling buckets of water out of here. You carry over 25 5-gallon buckets of water up these steps. That is a lot. Hey, Paul. Yeah, everything survived but my box fan. That's the only thing that I lost. Thank God I didn't have any tools in the floor. That's all I can say. Hey, Seth, how's it going? Am I pronouncing that right, Seth? Or is it Scat? There's Mr. Dozer. How's it going? Golly, that was a hell of a lot of work, let me tell you. That short little video that I was like, what, 12 minutes long, didn't even begin to cover what all I done. It took me 2 or 3 hours to get to the end of that video. So, hey, there's Mike. What are you making today, Mike? I'll tell you what, I'm sore as hell today. I woke up this morning, I didn't even want to move. I swore I'd never show anybody this, but right there's my OnlyFans. Cat's got her mind in the gutter. There's Kevin. How's it going? You should have been over here helping me yesterday, Kevin. I've had to work really hard. I'm in Tennessee, Northeast Tennessee, right next to the North Carolina state line. I was draining my shop. I wouldn't necessarily say cleaning it up because it's still a wreck, but me and Nicole had been talking about how the basement floods, and I was coming. If it hadn't have been for her, I would have never even have known that the shop was flooded until I come down. I was going to go live last night, but we were talking about it, and I was going to show her where the drain was. And when I got to the top of the steps, I noticed the outside drain had a bunch of leaves and stuff over top of it. So I went ahead and opened the shop door, and at that point there was like 2 inches of water on the end of the shop next to the door, and it slopes from the door this direction. So there was about 6 inches of water down here on this end. This one little drain over here had a piece of fence picket that I had cut out with a hole saw down in it. I don't know when it got sucked down in this drain, but that slowed it down some. But I mean, that wasn't the entire problem. That was probably negligible because there's two drain holes in here and one drain hole outside. Plus, there's a big square hole in the floor here where people tell me that's where the sub pump would have went at some point in time, but there's not one here now. But I guess that's what that was. That's what everybody seems to think. So. Well, I need to set my camera back down, right? Yeah, Bobby was nowhere to be found. I had to haul over 25 5-gallon buckets of water up these damn steps by myself. I ain't gonna lie, getting through the shop was a little bit precarious because I didn't know if there was any electrical cords in the water or not. So I was throwing wood down and standing on it and trying to find more wood to stand on as I went along. Yeah, I got it done though. And that happened from a 30-minute storm, which they had called for flash floods. And that storm did put out a hell of a lot of rain because the creek that runs beside the house flooded up over the road. So I would say it was probably up over where the drain pipe comes out. So that may have been part of what it was too. But I measured the watermark on my sawhorse to see how high it was because it's closer to the door. And at that point, it was five. At that spot, it was five. It got 5.5 inches deep. So it got pretty deep in here. It had rained quite a bit by the time I noticed it. I actually have a siphon pump that runs with my drill. But if it still works, it quit working the other day, but I don't know if that was my pump or the drill that it quit working with. There's way too much lift to get any kind of siphon out of here. Instead of thinking basement, think more like cellar. Oh hell, you know what? Let's just show you. That might be easier. It's dark, so I have to use flashlight. But those trees and vines help a little bit with the water coming down through here, but I'm going to cut them all down, I believe, and just hang some tarps over it till I can afford to build something over it. Which phone's which? Okay, that's that phone. Now, if I could build me a ram pump, maybe that might do it. Well, if I just do that over the drain hole, it's still going to wash down from the stairs too. So, because when you get to the top of the steps, there's a hill, 5 steps one direction, and then 5 steps the other direction is the woods. So, I think if I make me attach some tarps to the roof and slope them down over that, that might stop most of it from happening. If I can figure out a way to keep the drain from being able to clog up, putting a screen over it won't work because the leaves and stuff will still cover the screen. I had thought about buying one of those little pond pumps just to use for my rainwater barrels, but I don't know if that would have enough pressure to do what I need to do here or not. Because from this side of the shop, if I could force one of these windows open, I could run a hose out the window. Hey Flossie, you don't want that? Just go ahead and send it to me and I'll take care of it for you. That ain't worth the hassle. Just go ahead and send it to me. If you're gonna make a table saw with a circular saw, all you need is a 5-gallon bucket and a sheet of plywood. That's all you need. Just cut you a hole out of your sheet of plywood. And set your circular saw down in the hole, and there you go. Got you. Well, can't use my circular saw because it's too big. See, right there you go. That would make you a perfect table saw right there. You'd have to flip your guard up, but table saw out of a circular saw right there. Perfect. And no, do not really do that. I mean, I guess you could. I don't see what the problem would be. But yeah, I mean, just build you a table out of a sheet of plywood. Just make sure it's level and flat, and cut a hole for your saw. And bolt your saw to your table, and then whenever you want to use it as a circular saw, just unbolt it, pull it out, and take off and use it. I know the whole bucket thing was a joke, but you could, I do believe, do it that way and be all right. Don't know if a cordless is going to be strong enough to really do much table saw work with. But bucket thing's perfectly, almost, kind of, sort of, something resembling safe, almost. Just do not try this at home and you'll be okay. Yeah, Mike, that was why that popped in my head. I had seen that again the other day. That was the reason that popped in my head when he said that. Time to do some sketchy shit. Do-da, do-da. Don't forget away with it. Oh, Lord, guys, I'll tell you what. Yesterday was pretty stressful. Hopefully, I can get my floor dry sometime in a day or so, dry enough to actually get some work done. No, just the stuff that I had on the floor was already about half done for anyway. I lost some of my scrap wood, but my wood rack sets about 3.5, 4 inches up, so I might have lost the bottom of some pieces. But it won't always, I ain't lost the whole pieces of it. Looks like my fence pickets are still dry on the bottom. And all the projects that I have cut and ready to assemble are all setting up like on the sawhorses and on the table saw. So yes, Nicole, technically it does. Now, yeah, you can do that pretty easily. I mean, it wouldn't really be a whole lot of difference either. But yes, Nicole, you can video call me sometime on Messenger tomorrow. If I don't answer, I will call you back. My phone signal out in here ain't been real good for about ever since Helene hit, so. But I do try to catch it when I can. Mike tried to call me a couple of weeks ago, and I kept tapping answer and tapping answer, and it wouldn't do nothing. It wouldn't let me call out, so. Are you talking about the little 4-inch table saw that they had over there, Nicole? I seen one of them about 6 or 8 months ago, and I thought about getting one just for the hell of it, but I didn't have the money. Home shops and marketplace there, Mike. Best place for you to get a circular saw. This Ryobi one I got over here for $20 off the marketplace. I had went to the pawn shop and they had some for $25 or more, but and that pawn shop didn't used to be nearly that expensive. But I think the old guy that owned it died or something, and his kids or somebody took it over and jacked all the prices up. Is live lagging, or is it just this phone that I'm watching the chat with that's lagging? It don't look like the live's lagging any. There we go. Yeah, shipping's definitely expensive. What size what? Circular saw? What size blood? Let's see. When I found it, it was 2 inches on one end of my shop and about 5 or 6 inches on the other. But I measured up to the water mark of my sawhorses, and it was at least 5.5 inches at one point. In 30 minutes worth of rain. Just my box fan that I know of. Nothing else was in the floor, so I don't reckon anything else got here. I've really not tested everything yet. I believe I'll give that till tomorrow and let the floor dry just a little bit more. Hey Robert, are you in West Virginia? Where at? Yeah, I'm live. Uh, I was up, came up to Arnoldsburg on the second, and I'll be coming back up at the first of the month. I don't know how far that is away from you, but damn, I don't want no more rain. Arnoldsburg. Arnoldsburg's way up in the mountains where they don't have like cell phone service or anything. It's about like 20 miles northeast of Spencer, I think. It's north of, I want to say the name of the town was Somerville. Yeah, my camera's kind of jacked up, I believe. I don't know if it's my camera or if it's the phone that I'm watching on. It's just lagging really bad. I know we came up 77 for a while. And then we went through the two big tunnels. What are they called? The Big River Tunnel and the Walker Mountain Tunnel or something to that effect. But that was a long, the tunnels was a long way from where we went, but mm, thickest signal down here on this phone. That don't bother me that much. I probably deserve it, so. From where I was at the airport in Charleston, West Virginia, it looks like I was 60 miles, according to Google Maps. I don't know if it's right or not, but that's what it says. Hey, there's Pine. Hey, Pine, you live in Tennessee now. Why didn't you come help me get all these buckets of water out of my shop? What the heck? Hey, Ben Doc, how's it going? I'll give Shoop a pass because he's already helped me out once. So, but Pine, I'm going to call out on it. Hey there, Dan. How's it going? Yeah, if I hadn't been for the call, I wouldn't even have found it for hours. That might be a problem. Let's see here. Okay. That's like a little- Bear with me just a second, guys. My chat phone's about dead here. Oh, don't want the plug in the floor. Alright, guys, you still with me? Alright, there it is. Plug out of the floor. Hey, there's Rich. How's it going, buddy? Yeah, Rich, at least it wasn't any worse than what it was. I mean, honestly. Because I do from time to time, especially if I'm working on something, I'll leave tools laying in the floor and stuff like that. And after I just bought, that drill and circular saw for the $500 challenge, it's a miracle I didn't have them laying in the floor. Yeah, I would have been a little bit upset then, but yeah, I need something just to boost my cell service signal a little bit, just a little bit. Hell, if I had Wi-Fi, that would be a big help, but I don't, so. I won't get to get it this month because I have to go back to West Virginia to get mom. That'll take most of my money for the month there. But maybe the 1st of September I'll be able to get internet and Wi-Fi put back in the house. I used to do that. Mm. Yeah, that would have worked back then. I don't know if it would now. I don't think something like that would work now, but that's an interesting thing to think about, though. I can remember back, I was 18 or 19, and I got arrested for what the hell did I get arrested for? I can't even remember what I got arrested for. It was something stupid. But the guy they put me in the cell with, I wasn't in there but like 2 or 3 days. But back then, instead of big bags of coffee, they would give them little bitty full like packs of Folgers coffee, and they would actually let them have a little small TV at the time. And this guy had a whole string of them full packs of coffee after he had opened them stuck together. I'm talking he had probably a 4 foot long string of it wrapped around the antenna of his TV and stuck way up on the wall with toothpaste. And it helped his TV get a little bit of signal. It was fascinating to say the least. Hey, Nicole, the most awesome bird in the world is this one. Oh, Lord. Mike done knowed what was coming, didn't he? I feel like some of you guys already know how I'm going to react when something's said. Going okay, Plato? How are you doing? I don't guess Lyons is in here anymore, is he? All right, Mr. Shoot, you have a good night at work. Don't work too hard, don't kill nobody, don't add or subtract from the population, and you'll be fine. I need 77 more subscribers to hit 500. Let's see, Nicole. If I'm not subbed to you I've got the fiance's phone in my hand, I'll sub to you from it if I'm not already. I think I already am. And then when I get done with the live, I will sub to you from my other channel. Yep. Now you have 95 subscribers. You'll have 96 when the live is over. Now, Mike, we can't do no Nantucket jokes. Even if it was that long, we still can't do the jokes. Oh, it's driving me crazy to see the floor of this wet. Are you guys buffering? Okay. I better check my battery. Okay, I still got like 58% battery, so that's good. Hey, there's Ryan. Check it out. And he almost spelled my name right. Have I ever told you guys what my middle name is? Oh no, Plato, that's not good. Nope, it's not Leslie, but you're more than welcome to guess. Not Alan. You're not thinking famous enough. Very good, Mike. Very good. Yep, my name is John Wayne. And no, I'm not named after that John Wayne. That is a family name that has gone back to the 1700s for some reason. There has been a John Wayne in every generation of my family, apparently. A couple in my generation. I have a cousin also named John Wayne. Only he's not a Ricker. I think he's a White, or I don't know. She was married several times, so I can't remember. But damn it, Mike, you wasn't supposed to tell nobody. That was supposed to be a secret. Since John Wayne's a family name, I wonder if I could sue his estate for using a family name to make his living. How you doing tonight, Ryan? Good God, Nicole, what has got into you tonight? Okay, it's not the live this time. My damn chat phone's plugged up and still losing power. What the fuck? Let's see how much crap she's got open here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not as bad as I figured it'd be. that good at the mood. Hey, Nicole, did you know that Bobby is actually played by me? Mike is actually played by me too. I don't know. After that last deal with Bobby and Mike, I don't think we've heard the last of Mike yet. I'd say he's going to be pretty pissed when he gets his real price on that table. Hey, honey, how's it going? Nah, that still just don't sound right. What's up, Steve? Let's see, how about this? Hey, my honey. No, that still don't sound any better. We'll go with Steve. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I know it does, Mike. Oh, Lord, guys. Hey, Ryan, did you happen to catch my last video and short there that I made yesterday? I'll feel better when my check posts and I can go get something to try to prevent that from happening again. Because I think they're calling for rain like most of the week here. And I sure as hell don't want to have to do that again. That's true. I mean, the only thing I lost was that box fan, but I was really surprised the shop vac worked after it was upside down when I come in. Yeah, not really. What I thought about trying to do is getting some of the landscape edging or something like that and putting it up around the door there. That way, that's not going to stop the drain from getting clogged, of course, but that'll keep it from coming through the crack. I mean, a little bit of water on the floor don't bother me, but when it's 5, 6, 7 inches deep, that's when it's a problem. But even when the drain's not clogged, there'll be a little bit of water come in somewhere around the door jamb and the block wall. I'm not exactly sure exactly where it's coming from, but I sat down here on a live one night watching it come in. I believe if I was to silicone some of that around the outside edge of the door, that would at least maybe, as long as the drain don't get stopped up, it would keep it from coming in. And then figure out a way to keep the drain from getting completely clogged up will be step 2. I mean, even if I put a screen over it, the leaves would still cover the screen, and it's just in a bad place. I need to get a shop built up out back, but that's not going to happen probably till this time next year. All right, Bill Dozer, you have a good night. Yeah, by the time I started videoing it, I'd already got it drained some in here. When I first opened that door, I'd hated to have seen it before then because I seen where it come up over the bottom of the door. It was pretty deep outside to come because there was sticks about a foot up the side of the door, so there were sticks and leaves stuck up at least that high. So I mean, that was just crazy. I can't believe 30 minutes worth of rain done that. That just blows my mind. I never even dreamed of that. There we go. That's what we need to do. Shop rescue. didn't stay very long. Damn, it's just 10:45. Hell, it feels like it's 2 o'clock in the morning. So, you guys know anywhere that sells like the Florida squeegees like you get use in a fast food place? I've never seen any at Walmart. I've never really noticed any at Harbor Freight, but I've not ever really paid attention at for something like that at Harbor Freight. Does Lowe's have something like that, maybe? Anybody got any idea? They do sell them at Lowe's. Go look tomorrow because if I had one time to get the floor dry, that's better than having an hour to dry 2 foot square and then it just get wet again. Well, I don't have a Menards around here, so that's out of the question. I've not seen, I don't, there's not a Gordon Foods here either, so that's not gonna happen. I'll go pay good attention at Lowe's when I go over there tomorrow. Hopefully the rain will hold off for a little bit tomorrow. I've never seen any in the store. I mean, I know you can look on their website and order them, but I've never seen any in the store. Hmm. Well, let me see. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to get me and the old lady both new phones, apparently. Oh, trust me, when I look for stuff like that at Walmart, I look everywhere. I look in the garden center, I look in hardware, I even look in paint. I even look in the damn cleaning supplies. There's Walmart. Floors. Damn, if I could type, my life would be so much easier. It might load eventually. No internet connection. Well, I'm still live, so I've got internet connection, obviously. Yeah, I think I'm live. I don't know. I don't see the chat. Well, fuck. Oh, wait a minute. It's trying to load. There we go. I got the string back up anyway. Now, see if Walmart ever decides to load. Yeah, it looks like all the Florida ones will have to be shit. No, wait a minute. It has an aisle, I-26. I'll go over and look again tomorrow, but it's been a while since I've looked for one, so. I believe I've bored everybody completely to death. We're down to 6 people. Got 22 likes. You know, I've been going almost 2 hours though, and I guess I better not leave that sitting in that bucket. If the basement was to flood again, that bucket will tip over. Oh, shit. There's plywood. You're as good as 2 people. Yeah, that's true. You are. I tell you guys, I'm just about wore out. When we do get to 500 subscribers, there's going to be something really cool happen. I don't know exactly what it's going to be yet, but there's going to be something really cool happen. No plywood. If I was hoard out, I'd have money. Oh, shit. No, it wouldn't be the opposite. I'm not going to pay for that. Well, I don't know though. I mean, I guess we all pay for it in one shape or form. At least they're honest about the price. Yep, that dropped me two more, down to four. Plywood and Nicole and two people in the background that ain't saying nothing. Probably Pine and Mike, I would guess. I can't believe we're talking about hoarders and Mike ain't been in here. Yeah, the more tired I get, the more sideways my conversations get. I think everybody's started to figure that out by now. No, you try to keep it going the other way. That's all there is. Not just, you don't try to keep it going one way. You always try to keep it going the other way. See, I've got you figured out now. Oh, shit. Hey, I get vertical when I get tired, so we might could. Okay, John, that's far enough. Stop there. See, y'all are killing me. And you know I'm right on the edge of saying stupid shit, and you're trying to make me say it. Oh my Lord. No, that wasn't what I was going to say, Nicole. But we'll go with that. It was going to be more something about you being horizontal and me being vertical, and well, we'll leave that conversation for another day. Oh Lord, have mercy. Yep, there it is, up and down, up and down. All right, guys, I've been running about 2 hours, so I believe that's about the end of the night for me. I am exhausted, so I'm going to let that one go before I say something that everybody's going to hear that I can't take back. Oh, my Lord. Hell, everything's been tired. But guys, I do appreciate you hanging out with me. And I do love y'all. I mean it. Come here, give me a hug. Oh, there we go. I will catch you guys later. Nicole, if you want to shoot me a message here after a while, you can. I'll be up for another hour or two anyway. But you all have a good night. Love y'all, mean it.